mistakes, I just make my case. Drop mic when I'm done, one more can I say? Not bite, turn my tongue, I don't like the taste. I'm on and I'm on and I own my opponent. I'm always in the zone, either zoned out of zone. And then we could get it poppin', pick the topic if you want to skip and shine and skip the hoppin'. Took these sports and made them pop it, alright. Undisputed.
Welcome to Undisputed. We are live from Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp. Morning, God.
Hi, Jay.
Hi.
How are you?
Great.
Hey, Shannon.
Bohemian Jenny this morning, she done cleaned up very well. You ain't noticing this morning.
I don't think about that.
Bohemian Midwest Jenny.
Oh,
It was cold out. I had a hat
She got
on.
so many different personalities,
Really?
Skip, you don't know. Like you.
I wouldn't know. I don't know. I got one.
You don't know about much about
Got
it.
one
Full
thing on
force
your mind.
every day.
Except-
All I know is that my man Kyrie Irving just upstaged the NFL playoffs, and that is hard to do on a Thursday before the championship
I'm looking at all
games.
these.
You right?
We're not,
Yep.
hold on,
agree.
Skip. I'm looking at all these topics.
Yeah.
Where the Cowboys? Are we talking about the Cowboys NFC champs?
Well, Cole Beasley liked this comment. It's some kind of story, but we're not going to do that.
Too soon, Shannon.
Yeah.
Come
Oh, my bad, Skip.
on. All right. On today's show, is Tom Brady as good as he's ever been? We'll get there. And Skip, have you been talking with Brett Favre lately? Because he seems to take your side when it comes to the Carson Wentz, Nick Foles debate. We'll tell you about it next, but we are going to start with Kyrie Irving. He had a lot going on yesterday. He scored 27 points, had a career-high 18 assists, and hit a number of clutch shots to lead the Celtics past the Raptors. This all followed Kyrie's comments over the weekend, saying his young teammates don't know what it takes to win a championship. Then, in a surprise move after last night's game, he told reporters that he reached out to his former teammate, LeBron, a few days ago. Take a listen.
It was a big deal for me because for being that young player that wanted to everything at his fingertips, and I wanted everything to be at, my threshold. I wanted to be the guy that led us to championship. I wanted to be the leader. I wanted to be all that, and the responsibility of being the best player in the world and leading a team is something that's not meant for many people. And Bron was one of those guys that came to Cleveland and tried to really show us what it's like to win a championship, and it was hard for him. And sometimes getting the most out of the group, it's not the easiest thing in the world. And like I said, only few are meant for it or chosen for it. And, I feel like the best person to call was him because, he's been in this situation. He's been there with me where I've been the young guy of, being a 22-year-old kid and, wanting everything. Wanting everything right now, coming off an all-star year starting. And then, this heck of a presence comes back, and now I got to adjust my game to this guy. And, you take it personal, but at the end of the day, he just wants what's best. And he has a legacy he wants to leave, and he has a window he wants to capture. So I think what that brought me back to is like, all right, how do I get the best out of this group of the success they had last year, and then helping them realize what it takes to win a championship.
All right, there was a lot there. Shannon, do you like Kyrie calling LeBron?
I love it. Because it takes a big man to admit that you did something wrong or you handled the situation wrong. So lo and behold, my grandfather told me something at a very young age. He said, son, if you're not careful, you'll become the very thing you despise the most in a person. Skip, old Barney Dahmer's, Barney Porter was his name. Old Barney Dahmer's.
I wish I had him as my
Woo, Skip. So when you think about this, everything that Kyrie despised about LeBron, and how he tried to drive him, how he tried to motivate him, how he tried to explain to him and help him understand. Because even when he left, he told Dan Gilbert, don't trade him. Let me get in the room. Let me sit down and talk to Kyrie because emotions. Remember, Skip, emotions are high, logic is low. Dan, don't do it. Let me meet with Kyrie. Dan Gilbert did it anyway. You see, Skip, Kyrie laid it out. When Kyrie was just starting to come into his own. He had become an all-star for the very first time. He started the all-star game. Now he's starting to ascend. Now the best player comes back. Now he has to take an auxiliary role. Not that he's a role player, Skip, but now he's no longer the best player on the team. Now he's no longer the first option. Fast forward. Bam. Now Kyrie was there last year, Skip. Kyrie gets hurt. Gordon Hayward gets hurt. Jason Tatum, a sin. Jaylen Brown, a sin. Terry Rozier, a sin. Now Kyrie comes back. Just tell me, wait a minute, bro. What you talking about? Jaylen Brown said, what you talking about, bro? We was one game away from the NBA Finals without you. And now you want to come up here and talk about this is what we need to do. This is how we need to do it. Now, all of a sudden, Jason Tatum got to take fewer shots. Jaylen Brown, instead of starting, he's coming off the bench. Terry Rozier said, man, I was getting me 27, 28 minutes. Now y'all give me these little old piddly minutes. You see, Skip? All this is funny. They say being young is wasted on the youth. It is. Because, Skip, you don't understand it at the time. You want what you want. You want how you want it. Because everybody says, man, I want to win. I want to win. They do. I sincerely do. A lot of people want to win. But, Skip, I need to win my way. I need to win getting my 25 and 10. Or I need to win, Skip, getting my 10 catches, 150 yards, 2 touches. Now, if I got to win any other way, I don't want to win like that, bro. Because I ain't going to get no credit. And see, who did he call? Oh, Bron. The guy that all the drama king. He loved chaos. He loves turmoil around him. The very person that you despise and you couldn't wait to get away from. Skip, you called him. LeBron looking down at his phone. He hit that block button. You'll send him straight to voicemail.
He took the...
No, he didn't. Hold on, Skip Baylor. Let me tell my side of the story. When you get the ball, he like, look down. He was Savannah. He like, bro, who was that?
I think he's with Kevin Love.
Will you let me tell my side of the story?
He was at dinner with Kevin Love.
I know who he was with.
Whatever.
But anyway.
Go ahead.
Why was he calling him? I thought he wanted to get away from it. Normally, the way I do things, and I don't know how you do it, Jenny, but if you wanted to get away from an ex-boyfriend, you calling him about anything? If you want to get away from a girlfriend that wronged you, you calling her for anything? Our guy that said, you know what? Instead of playing with LeBron, I'm going to have surgery. So either you get me up out of here or I'm having surgery on your watch. And the very person that he despised, I told you, Skip Bayless, called him. He said, bro, I'm sorry. I handled it wrong. And some of the things that I said and some of the ways that I acted was unbecoming to a guy that wants to be a leader. See, everybody, he said it. Teddy Roosevelt said, either you're born, sometimes you're born great. Sometimes you have greatness thrust upon you. It doesn't matter. What do you do with it? And LeBron James, one of the greatest leaders of all time, tried to show Kyrie what it took. And he said, Skip, what did he tell Kyrie? He said, I tried to give this young man all the two. He said, no, he called him a kid. He said, I tried to give the kid. He's like, well, you got upset. Why do you got to call Kyrie a kid? Kyrie's not a kid. He's a grown man. He said, I tried to give the kid all the tools, partake everything that I knew. So when it's his time, he'd be ready. But he didn't want it. Lo and behold, everything that he needed was right there in front of him. And now when Kyrie said this, you know what it makes me feel, Skip? I feel sad because they should still be together winning championships.
LeBron definitely misses him. I'll give you that.
I can't tell. LeBron didn't call him. He called LeBron. So who missing who?
Tell me when you're finished.
I'm done.
Once again, you have completely missed the boat on this. I had no use for what Kyrie did because he basically used LeBron as a prop here. And his Boston teammates are not going to like this. I don't like it a bit. And let's frame who Kyrie is. I've always told you, he's one of a kind. He goes his own way. He marches to a definite beat of a very different drummer because I've never closely observed any NBA superstar who thinks and acts like Kyrie does. He's a deep dude, but he can be a weird dude. And this was weird logic that he followed to try to get out from under the mess that he made on Saturday night in Boston with his team, it was in Orlando, but with his Celtics teammates. By apologizing to LeBron for being immature and not seeing the big picture, he's trying to send the message to his younger teammates that they should do the same thing to him. You guys owe me an apology because I'm your LeBron. I'm trying to show you how to do this. You're going to see the big picture sooner or later. You're going to one day regret that you all got mad at me, but I can see the big picture because I've won a championship and you guys have not won. I know how to do this, so I apologized to LeBron, and he said it took a real man to do that. He's sending a message to his locker room. If you guys ever become real men, you'll wise up and grow up, and you'll apologize to me too, because I'm just trying to show you how to win. That's exactly what's going on here with Kyrie Irving. And let's go back to that flashpoint, and let's remember what the circumstance is, and you were touching on it. These guys, these young players with no Kyrie and no Gordon Hayward last year, went up 3 games to 2 games on LeBron's Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals. And they lost that game to go to 3-all. That was at home. And then, I'm sorry, at Cleveland. And then they went back home for Game 7. And remember, they were only down 3 going to the 4th quarter of Game 7. So they have that on their resume. They can turn to Kyrie and say, without you, we almost got home. LeBron took over in the 4th quarter in large part because they couldn't buy a 3-point shot. Remember, they shot 3 for 13 in the 4th quarter. So is it possible or probable that Kyrie would have closed that deal for them last year at home? Yeah, it is.
I'm surprised
that's what
LeBron closed it, considering that the closer was in Boston.
Yeah,
but
the problem was that the Celtics are shooting 3 for 13. Try that on in 1 quarter, to miss 10 threes in 1 quarter. If you make 3 of them, we're having a different conversation right now. But the point is, that happened, and then this happened in the 4th quarter with just seconds left. They're down 2 at Orlando on Saturday night. And if we could see the huddle, you know, where Kyrie is screaming at his poor coach, Brad Stevens, saying, no, this is the wrong play. He's going off on the coach. No, you called the wrong play.